You know, I feel like most of the cruise is still ahead of us. I feel like Mexico was a huge part of it, especially since we ended up spending 2 months just in Mexico or more, almost 2.5. And that's way more than what we ever planned for. So Andy came when we just pulled into Puerto Vallarta. So we ended up mainly just staying around that area the whole time, went to the islands, went to Yulapa, the whole thing. It was a lot of drinking, a lot of sitting long nights and having conversations.
We're going back there. Yep.
So Christmas time was really hard on me, like emotionally. I was really on the downside. I was wanting to just go and spend some time with my parents. And
what you making?
I'm making pulla, which is a Finnish name for the buns or cinnamon roll kind of looking thing.
And the thing we're going to have tonight is this mahi-mahi that we caught earlier today. So I'm going to do this the traditional Finnish way that I've learned. So what we're doing here is we're actually smoking the fish, and Mikko, Jatta's dad, found the smoker for us. And it just works perfectly because it just sits right on this barbecue. So, well, the U.S. has a lot of Christmas traditions also, and one of them is stringing lights up. So you want to have a lot of Christmas lights up.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
I mean, so everything on the table really is kind of Finnish origin at some point?
Yeah, definitely most of it.
So where are Mike and Nicole? Like, what happened to them?
They are in Puerto Vallarta area, so they're in La Cruz. They decided to not come south with us, so before they came back, we decided to start moving south on our own.
We're walking in the air, we're floating in the moonlit sky. The people far below are sleeping as we fly. I'm holding very tight.
Jatta, it's New Year's.
Yeah.
Progress in Spanish.
It's good.
Yeah, doing pretty good. I can communicate. Like the other day, I was this lady, two ladies walking down the dock, and I was like, you know, "Donde está cocodrilos?" which is what I thought meant crocodile. And then they told us all about how to get to this town where you can buy dog food. And I was like, cool. See, thank you. Gracias. So that's been kind of the pattern so far. We know just enough to confuse people.
well, we were going to town, see Huatulco, and we went to a couple bars and met some people and ended up in this town square that was full of Mexican people, and everyone was dancing. There was a band, and everyone was like having a great time. Kids, grandmas, everyone was there with their families. It was full of people, and we did some swing dancing there, watched the fireworks. Cruising is both hard work and vacation put together. You get sleep deprived, so things, you can't do much, everything gets dirty, and by the time you get to the marina, there's a lot of errands you need to do. You need to run to groceries, clean up the boat, hose the decks, do laundry, everything. There's a huge list of things. So even the time in the marina can be like quite hectic for a couple days.
I'm Monty Naughton, and I'm out of Westland, Oregon. Went to Prudhoe Bay, Alaska to get to Huatulco for my trip of a lifetime on my motorcycle, and taking a little break right now to learn some Spanish.
We were just sitting, working on our computers in Zorro's, which is a bar there in Huatulco, and Monty happened to sit on the table behind us and came to talk to us, and turned out he was on a motorcycle trip down south from the US.
One thing that I probably need to do is we have a bunch of gunk building up in the water separator. So I meant to do that last night, but I didn't. Well, what it looks like to me is that the weather has basically stayed the same. So it's going to be just like this light variable, and then this afternoon it says it might shift a little bit around to come out of this corner.
I don't go anywhere and congregate or worship any particular god or dogma. I just think there must be some.
Holy crap, I got it on film! It's jumping!
Oh, wow, look at that thing.
Holy smokes, it's huge.
He just broke the gaff pole. He's changing colors now. What's the country like that we've experienced here?
So for us, it's been really, I think, really unique because we have been able to, our spots that we've been taking our boat have been either like there's no people, which makes it feel really wild and full of nature, you know?
If you travel by car, you're always on these roads, and civilization is always built around the roads. But by traveling by sea, a lot of what we see doesn't have any people. I know you just said that, but it's like this different way of traveling really creates, I think, you made a really good point. It creates a different country in our heads.
I was just today thinking like how different our life is going to be when we go back to, you know, what everyone else is doing.